us. Hypnospace, 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 hypnospace. I got a girlfriend using Hypnospace.
Hypnospace.
She's beautiful, I think she's really great. I made so many new friends because Hypnospace is cool. They come to my house where they use my brand new swimming pool. Hypnospace, 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 Hypnospace. I use Hypnospace every single night. I love to hang in the cool punk paradise. My parents said that I can get a Hypnospace tattoo. I have so many virtual pets, it's like a virtual zoo. Hypnospace, 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 Hypnospace,
I hope you guys enjoyed that. And welcome to part 3 of the finale. Which tells me this is going to be a very long finale indeed, but yeah. So, let's cut the chit chat and get to some Hypnospace Outlaw. I'm just gonna say this right now. I actually like Hypnospace way more than I do Undertale. And I'm not saying Undertale's a bad game. It's an amazing game. It's just, I don't know, something about Hypnospace Outlaw. I just like it a little bit better. That's not to say, oh, well, Undertale sucks. It doesn't. It's an amazing game in its own merits, but I'm also comparing two different genres of games. But anyway, yeah. So, let's boot up HypnoS, please. Boot up, please. Okay, thank you. I love that button press sound. It reminds me of whenever I had that old compact computer. Alright. And the music is good too. Alright. Excuse me. Look, please. It keeps lagging on this, but it's nothing wrong with my computer. It's just, I don't know. By the way, today has significance, as if it wasn't apparent enough. Today is Friday the 13th. It's not scary, but, what is scary is how many downloads I have. Which is a lot of Boppo's things. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, how about we... Well, we're continuing with this. First need to do something. It still does it! Okay. Oh.
Virus detected. For your safety,
Yeah, I know.
please open HypnoCure and click Cure Me now.
Take that, fist or orifice. Okay. Oh, good. Yeah, okay. Oh, wait. True. I think I could still go to, True Tranquility. Maybe. Yeah. Beep. Beep. I'm a sheep. Oh yeah, this is another page. I forgot. Okay. He is that Dylan Merchant. Oh. Okay. Okay. So let's see your progress with the HAP. We're still at 77. Okay. It's understandable. Also, I originally wasn't planning on streaming tonight, but I decided, you know what, I think I will. That's not new. Poetry.
Zones. Places for people to feel the same. Places for people to feel different. All their own. On their own. Together. I have a place in the middle.
Downloading soundscape setup. Safe mode activated.
I'm the vision of the wizard eagle. I'm the beacon, weaken, deepen. Weaken's left with naught but freaking my plastic lip is dry. My plastic lip is...
Scaries. That's not it. Oh my god! Carl's a skeleton! Oh. Here's a new one. So, oh. Yeah, there's a lot. A lot. This might be the thing I need. No, that's not it. This music totally reminds me of Sega Genesis, but it's not. Squishers. Squishers! Oh wow. How to be saved? It's true, angels do not look like this. It's not from Satan, it's just, you know. They actually look very creepy. It's like an eyeball with a whole bunch of wings or something. It looks cool, but it's also, like, utterly terrifying. But in a good way. Mystery portal. The bazaar. Well, that's bizarre. I'm sorry. That looks cool. Everything in this game is cool. Ask the orb. Bum 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 bum. Ba-da-dun, dun, 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 dun. Probably see how I'm doing an HAP because I got those on that 79. Nice. Also, cool punk music actually sounds really cool. Just saying. Chill it right, capiche? Right. Concert. The dumpster.
It feels like there's something, but we're letting go, grab the test, the best of all, and I'm calling it all. Double down on the system, won't let you down, man. Yes, Mr. Welcome to this town. I'm Cyber, and Slifer. Deck stack like the best of them. Oh, that's right, like the rest of them.
In these trying times.
tell me it's a blue moon. Red through my window, my sheet.
You gotta drink it up. All day.
They tell me it's a blue moon. Red through my window, my sheets, slashes of red across my pillow. They tell me to fear, but I don't have to. I see lollipop candy, clear and sweet, like cherries. I see a ball hanging in beautiful slow motion, just long enough for everyone to see. Zones. Places for people to feel the same. Places for people to feel different. All their own. On their own. Together. I have a place in the middle. Between the angry space.
Counselor Ronnie reporting for duty. For duty. Duty. Drugs make you pretty lame. Duty. Duty. Counselor Ronnie reporting for duty. For duty. Duty. Drugs make you pretty lame. Counselor Ronnie reporting for duty.
Right. Oh. Right. Okay.
Downloading Rob's Call 3. You've got Hypno Mail.
Counselor Ronnie reporting for duty. For duty. Duty. Drug.
Swishers are so are really
Counselor
cool.
Ronnie reporting for duty. For duty. Duty. Drugs make you.
Alright.
A rare clip from a Clyde de promotional taping, shot in 1974 at Cerebellum Studios. Donated by Earhead Brand.
What are we doing? 82, wow. Of course, already 100% of the intranet, because there's only like so many things. There's like 9. Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Hmm.
You gotta drink it up all day and all night. Then you gulp it down. You gotta drink it up. You gotta drink it up. The lonely night searching for answers. You were waiting there for me.
Safe mode activated.
Or if being silent, it's just trying to find all the pages. It's just I don't know.
Hello, it's a beautiful day for tennis at Babo's Arena. I'm
Ooh. We're getting there. Oh.
Remember the good old days? The great music, home-cooked food, and respectful youth? Good Time Valley. Downloading Celtic Morning, Celtic Evening. Safe mode activated. This NetSettler stuff is a bridge too far. Did anyone else get a message from this weird citizen with a download for HypnoCure Pro? I hope I didn't give myself a virus B. Safe mode activated. Safe mode activated.
Are you crying in your sweater, or are you sweating? It's amazing what you wager with all your betting that the earth will stay an icicle. Come on, Trinus, is it really tricycle? Right on two wheels, it's the Swatter, 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 swatter. It's a sweater made from water. Squatter, 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 squatter. The new underwear swatter. Velvet snowman. Where did you go, man? Into the swatter, 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 into the swatter. Are you crying in your sweater, or are you sweating? It's amazing what you wager with all your betting that the earth will stay an icicle. Come on, Trinus, is it really
Safe mode activated.
I'm the visual, the wizard eagle. I'm the beacon, weaken, deepen. Weaken's left with naught but flinging my plastic lip astride. My plastic lip.
Safe mode activated.
I'ma dance, dance, dance to the beat. Gonna stand on my head, gonna dance
Downloading
with my feet. Let's dance,
KevJ_Buffet
dance,
high strike.
Wonderland. It's the best of time with the best of friends. I'm Kevin J, and I'm here to say I'm dancing. I'ma dance.
Yeah. Sometimes it seems like this world get
Oh, hey, I got a viewer. Hello. Alright. I'm just trying to get 100% pages on the, what is with this audio? It's like, yeah, it's like, weird. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna exit out and see what it is. I can't tell what it was. Well, back to Hypnospace. I highly recommend this game, by the way. Hypnospace Outlaw, it's really good. There we go. Oh. What is it doing?
Granny creams, hot butter ice cream. Take the hot butter, mix it with the ice cream, freeze it up, cool. You can
Downloading
see it on
Granny
your
cream.
screen. Put it in your microwave, make it
Very
real hot
questionable
like a
name.
soup or a dip. We call
Music file added to toolbox library.
Granny creams, hot butter ice cream. Take the hot butter, mix it with the ice cream, freeze it up, cool. You can see it on your screen. Put it in your microwave, make it real hot like a soup or a dip. We call it heat and sip. Very tasty and healthy too. Granny creams, hot butter ice cream. Granny cream.
Hmm.
Squishers are really cool. Squishers are so much fun. Squishers are really cool. Squishers are so much fun. The slimy, gooey animals, new rats and wolves, and so much more. Buy 'em, squish 'em, you gotta collect 'em all. Squishers, squishers. Squishers are really cool. Squishers are so much fun. The slimy, gooey animals, new rats and wolves, and so much more. Buy 'em, squish 'em, you gotta collect 'em all. Squishers, squishers.
You wanna feel what it feels when it feels like there's something. But we're left over at the test, the best of all, and I'm called.
Safe mode activated.
Cartoon. Robot. 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 Hey man, look out!
Let's go.
We got trouble. I'm back. He's back.
You'll never be a punk.
Loser.
Counselor Ronnie reporting for duty. For duty. Duty. Drugs make you pretty lame. Duty. 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 Counselor Ronnie reporting for duty. Counselor Ronnie reporting for duty. For duty. Duty. Drugs make you pretty lame. Duty. 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 Yeah. Counselor Ronnie reporting for duty. For duty. Duty. Drugs are bad. You can't take them. Counselor Ronnie.
Downloading Mystery 1.
Hello everybody, Mr. Mystery W here with a new rant called the HypnoS Launcher. So, in reality, if they were thinking right, they should have called it the HypnoS Stasher or the HypnoS Hider because its main purpose is to hide things. So this is the launcher. If you never used it, most people don't because they don't know what the heck it does. So look here. I have Hypnospace Explorer and Pets. These are the icons that are on my desktop or viewport, if you prefer that terminology, but I'll say desktop. And if I don't want the pets there, then I will put it in the stasher, is what I'll call it. And look, it's gone. No more pets. Just this tree of life, which it should be called Tree of Life. The old name was Tree Pot, but whatever. And then look, if we want to add things, sticky note. Let's say.
Okay, that's pretty cool. And it's also cool.
How rude. Downloading Mystery 3.
Hello everyone, Mr. Mystery W here with some things that most people overlook about HypnoS, mostly in the settings menu here. So if you look here, we have this big HUD mode. If you do that, then it makes this bigger, easier to click on. The art in these icons probably needs redoing, but it's very nice, I think. And also, you can unpin the HUD, and then it'll collapse. So when you're not using it, then it's out of your way, which is a very nice combo, I think. Let's see what else. You have cursor themes. Lots of people don't use these, but they're very fun. This one is, I don't like mouse trails a lot, but that's okay. This one is, nature. That's very good. But I provide some of these on
Okay, now, okay, so, okay, talk about sexism. That was actually one of the missing pages, actually. If you answer a female, then also, okay, so something I didn't realize, I could have just looked up how to get all the pages, because I found it on Steam. I'm on my phone and I'm looking at it. Alright, alright,
Please return to your post.
Oh, wait.
Safe mode activated.
Actually, you know what'd be kind of funny? Is if you could still report these to Sam.
Safe mode activated.
That'd be hilarious. Yeah, that's that. We have the actual reckoning. Oh, I already got it. Okay. Oh. Okay. I'm at 89 now. ID 37. Oh. Yeah, that one's easy. There we go. Yeah. Right. 100. Oh. The Workers' Alternative. Wow. There is so much stuff I had to learn about this game. It's that good. Alright, next up. Oh, there's this one. 74. Okay, so for this one I just searched Professor Helper. There it is. Wait, hold on, what? Whoops. HypnoCure.
For your safety, please open HypnoCure and click Cure Me Now.
So there's that. 103. Okay. Okay. So what we have to do is we have to go to... Whoa, slow down. Okay. Whoops. Oh, okay. Wait. I didn't click one of those. I clicked that one. Oh well. Oh, wait. I got it now. The problem with technology. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to, because, here's the thing. So, I can look at the thing, and... yeah. That one I'm missing. And it says here on this list, Arlen Fair-Obi, Aldrin's House of Sound project, only accessible by time travel. I don't know what that means. Because I see all these other things. But then we have this.
Wee.
There we go. Yeah. Now we're talking. Now for 149. Okay.
Downloading read if you're stupid. 1.
Oh, I've already done that. Okay. Look at that, we're at 94. Alright. I think what I'll do from now on is, I'll end the stream after I get 100% on, part 1. You know, like, November 5th. But, yeah. I swear this music sounds like friggin' Earthbound. I love it. Doesn't it? Okay. 234. Oh. So all we need to do is just go to the cool punk paradise. And then need to wait out this intro.
I know you miss me. Crunch is here. There ain't no way you're gonna forget me. I'm ready to rock forever. Bring the heat. Bring the power. I was born for this. Join the madness movement. Hypnospace Tag Cruncher.
Okay, that was pretty cool. Okay. Yeah,
Man, my title for life. If you're hoping to find me, just look into the light. It's not about food, it's a life philosophy. You gotta be the strongest and fight to succeed. I'm climbing the mountains, I'm swimming the rivers. I'm the eagle in the sky, and I'm ready for dinner. Life's a highway, and I'm the car.
okay.
If you ride with Chinaman, you're gonna go far.
So what we're gonna need to do is we're gonna need to time travel to November 26th. Then we're gonna go to the Freelands.
Whiskers growing at the speed light. Put the trimmer into overdrive. Thoughts are running through my mind. Just a bathroom in the night. Spray the shade cream to my hand. Lather up the world, don't understand. Man inside the mirror now. Should I finally let him out?
I'm gonna shave and put the razor on my skin.
Fighting along my flesh, I need confidence and patience. If anyone could get
Confidence and patience. That's what it is. Yeah. Now we're cooking with gas. Or oil. I don't know. Already seen it. Dead dragon. Alright. I believe that is all of those. Yeah, look, we're at 97, the same number as the year I was born. Okay. 243. I'm gonna shave and put the razor on my skin.
Fighting along my flesh, I need confidence and patience. If anyone's a galaxy of innocence. It's true, I am the child of man. This is my contrition.
Okay. Ready to shave. Look away.
5 o'clock, the shadows haunt again. Melancholy darkness rumblings.
And now
I'll show you how. Want your love and need you
I can see everything. We already got that. Okay.
Whiskers growing at the speed light. Put the trimmer into overdrive. Thoughts are running through my mind. Just a bathroom in the night. Spray the shaving cream into my hand. Lather up, the world don't understand. Man inside the mirror now. Should I finally let him out? I'm gonna shave or put the razor on my skin. Gliding along my flesh, I need confidence and patience. Infinite world, a galaxy of innocence. It's true, I am the child of man. This is my contrition. I've got the blood and I'm ready to shine.
This song is awesome, by the way.
I'm not afraid, I won't look away. 5 o'clock, the shadows haunt again. Melancholy darkness rumblings. Appetite, I'll show you how. Want your love and need you now. Stubble crown, I am the king. Seize the moment, spread my wings. Press the metal to my face. Braver, stronger every day. I'm gonna shave a place the razor on my skin. Gliding along my flesh, I need confidence and patience. A universe addicted to the loneliness. It's true, I am the child of man. Hear my declaration.
Oh,
May this sharpened edge bring me peace.
and
The truth, freed from the arms of chaos, arrives slowly, methodically. A star in the sky, the earth rumbles, a drone so sincere. And I'm not frightened, I just am.
I've got the blade and I'm ready to strip. I'm not afraid of.
Look, we're already at 12 on this one. We're at 8% on this one. That's 269. Nice. Okay. First, Captain Gary. Okay. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. We are getting there. Almost. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 left. Alright. Accelerator download page. I got this. Okay. Beetle. Right. 313. Oh, wait. 303 next. Right. What is 303? Oh. Well, I know that one. Freetopia! You are unworthy! I'm telling you now, I wouldn't be that bad at voice acting. But I don't wanna. Because that's not my dream in life. Even though I do a pretty damn good job at it. Except whenever I stutter on my words like an idiot. But I digress. Okay. What's next? Well, we're almost done. We got 2 left. We have 313 and we have 339. Alright. So for this next one, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to time travel to the very end of 1999. Because look at this. There it is! And then finally, to seal the deal, the last thing we need to do on page 139. You're gonna be a little surprised by this. Because, the little demonstrational thing that they had for that fake account that was supposed to pose itself as doing something illegal. Yeah. Also, wait, the bad zone? But, with that, we have officially 100%ed November 5th. And for the other ones, we already made a little bit of progress, so that's good. Because all we have to do now is do those, and I think for now, this is a good stopping point. So finally, now I know how to actually do this, instead of having to search around like a weirdo. But, yeah, so tomorrow night, judging by this newfound information, should be the actual finale that I've been waiting for. I'm sorry for drawing this out. I wasn't trying to draw it out as long as it's been. It's just that, I didn't realize that all I needed to do was, search it up. But, here we are. So, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you did, then follow me if you'd like. Tell your friends all about my Twitch channel. I'll be uploading this to YouTube tomorrow, or at least I'll try to make time to do that. But in any case, see me back here tomorrow night for what is hopefully going to be the finish to this grand finale to this series I've made. That all started with this humble game right here, Hypnospace Outlaw. And let me pop up the webcam. Yeah, so I have to say, I kinda don't want to see Radical Rewind as a episodic series to go, but it was just gonna be a special thing that I wanted to do for this year, or for most of this year anyway. It all started February of this year with Hypnospace Outlaw, and then it devolved into into other games. But that doesn't mean Radical Rewind itself is going away. Just the episodic structure of, oh, this is episode something, this is episode 2, this is episode 5, this is episode something. That's what I mean by the series itself going away. Now, Radical Rewind as a stream, it's still going to be here, because I'll be doing throwback streams, and it'll be neat. Actually, speaking of throwbacks, I have something pretty cool that I found out about recently. And first of all, I need to check this real quick. Just see if there's anything new. No, there is not. Right. But this right here, I found out about it recently through a YouTube video. And, you might be thinking, what on earth is this? EmuOS. You might think, someone made an operating system for birds? Well, no. Oh, god damn it. It's the wrong one. It's the top one. What you're seeing right here is a browser-based operating system based on, well, it could be this, it could be Windows 3.1, it can be Windows 95, it could be Windows 98, which literally came out the year I think it came out the year after I was born, or Windows ME. You know, stuff like this. I will actually cover this in a future throwback stream, which I will call Radical Rewind, but it won't be numbered. It'll just be called Radical Rewind, then EmuOS. Also, as a follow-up to what I was talking about a few nights ago whenever I was streaming Hypnospace, because I had talked about having a Raspberry Pi little microcomputer thing that you can get on Amazon, stuff like that, and making a big ol', like, when I was talking about, I don't mean like a case for the actual Pi, you know, like those small ones that you put it inside. No, I'm talking about like making something like that. Not out of metal, but I'll look it up real quick. Cause at least I'll be able to give you a better idea of what I'm talking about. But it's not that. I think it's poster board. No. It's foam board. Yeah, this is what I meant. So, they have these, foam boards you could buy, and there's also the poster boards. I'm planning on getting those. But the whole concept behind this is actually something that I came up with recently, and it has a lot to do with the, fictional alternative universe that I made up a while back called Radical Earth, which is, it's going to be a little confusing to understand, but you might get what I mean whenever I show you some examples. But the general gist of what Radical Earth is it takes place in present day, you know, like right now, but a wide majority of the world is influenced by the 80s and 90s as well as the early 2000s. So it still has those key aesthetics, like computers will still sometimes have those beige bodies. A lot of fashion trends will still be in the now, I guess. And of course, popular vehicles from around those eras will still be a thing. But there's also some futuristic technology brought into the mix as well. One of those being, and this is also talking about a fictional company that I made up, which ironically enough is literally the same name as an actual company in real life, but they're completely different companies. But the company itself that I made up as the biggest technology company in the world, at least in Radical Earth's terms, is Megasoft Enterprises, which the name itself is partially a parody of Microsoft, but the actual company itself is one of the largest corporations in the world. And it specializes in its own premier operating system, which is called NextOS, which, of course, the name is a parody on the word Nexus. And, of course, they've also made a wide variety of different computers. Forgot what the original computer was. Also, I don't need to have this open anymore. Wait, what am I doing? I think a better idea would just be to get this journal that I drew up on. I said drew up, not throw up. Alright. So, pardon the potentially horrendous artwork that you're about to see, but, this is the first ever thing from Megasoft that has NextOS. The Atlas. The Atlas, the next gen, is here. Wi-Fi capable, innovative NextOS, all-in-one operating system, retro futuristic design, and affordable and customizable. I just now realized something. So the price for this computer, at least in Radical Earth standards, which what's really cool is on Radical Earth they have a universal currency which is called it's called RE dollars, which means rad economics. Yeah, we're going all in with this radical talk. And by radical I don't mean like, oh, radical politics, whatever. I'm talking about like radical as in like a term meaning cool, hip, stylish, stuff like that. That's what I'm talking about when I mean radical or rad or something like that. Because, you know me, I love my 90s. Even though I was born in 97, but come on, 90s, man. But the Atlas was the first computer that had NextOS, and then came the Triumph, which has Next 2, which is the second iteration and introduced NextOS to being fully connected to the world. Which NextOS 1 did have internet access, but it wasn't to the same extent where it's like always connected. Because for NextOS, it was just a simple operating system, which was extremely streamlined, it was fast, easy to use, stuff like that. Next 2 was fully connected because it introduced NextNet, which is an online network service that's included with Next 2. And it had things like chatting with people, you could video chat, stuff like that. And it also brought Next Play into the mix as well, which was the original online gaming network for NextOS users who really like them games. But then we have the third iteration, which was called Next 3. Next 3 was originally going to be bundled with a series of computers called the Valhalla, which was a gaming-oriented computer, and the Cosmos, which was more for casual use. However, while Next 3 was available as a new pack-in for the Triumph towards the end of its life cycle, the Valhalla and the Cosmos were both canceled in production because of something much bigger that happened to have been announced, at least in universe, very recently. And that is the arrival of the most powerful and most efficient personal computer in the world. The Megasoft Enterprises Monarch. Boasting impressive performance across the board and using the new Next Live, which is the fourth and, for now, final iteration of NextOS. This powerful computer is fast, reliable, rugged and durable, and affordable. Sharing the same price range as the original Atlas, this computer has an impressive wallop of technology in both form and function. But here's the kicker. So, the Atlas and the other computer lines that were released by Megasoft had different models that you could choose from. However, for the Monarch, they just have one singular model, and the reason being is because they don't want consumers to get confused about which model should I get. They want it to be entirely up to the user themselves how they use the computer, whether they upgrade it to a much higher degree, because it is backwards compatible with upgrade parts that you could get, which were called upgrade modules. They're basically just the same as getting a graphics card or a RAM upgrade or a hard drive or something like that, but they were called upgrade modules because of how easy they were to install. You just open up the back panel of the computer and plop those in, just click them in, and that's it. It automatically adjusts. But for Monarch, it's already powerful enough to play like a whole slew of games at max graphics. However, something else that's cool is Next Live itself. Next Live, just like Next 2 and Next 3, is always connected, but here's the other thing. So the Monarch itself is an all-in-one computer, as you would get by the name. Monarch meaning king, I think. Yeah. But the whole reason why it's called the Monarch isn't necessarily for bragging rights. It's because it was actually the name of the project that led to the development of the Monarch itself. It's also because of the fact that the thing is, in testing against other computers that were about to come out at the same time as the Monarch, which in Radical Earth's time zone or timeline, it would release this October. But basically, there were plenty of other computers on the market that were scheduled to release this year, either in October, November, or December. But the Monarch showed itself to be the most prominent computer amongst those. As in, there was literally no competition. But the thing is, Megasoft isn't looking for competition. They're just making a computer that can be easily accessible, ready to use the second you get it out of the box and get the operating system installed and all that. But what else is really cool about the computer itself is what it's bundled with. You got the monitor, which is a high resolution monitor. We have the mouse and keyboard, a necessary tool for any computer user. You don't have speakers included because the monitor itself, there's no easy way to show this, but basically there would be lines right next to the screen of the monitor on both sides, and these lines would actually be slits that had the audio coming out of them. In testing, the audio itself is extremely high quality, the best you could ever get out of any kind of device. And not only that, but the monitor itself also has a built-in microphone. Now, the monitor itself, believe it or not, has a name, and it is called the Gauntlet. And it's called that because it's supposed to fill the role of receiving audio, as in being able to hear stuff, while also being able to, capture audio from you. Not only that, but it's also able to have you install a webcam, such as the, man, I should have put that in the post I was talking about when I was talking about the thing. You see, I made a post a couple of hours ago talking about the Monarch itself and what it would have and all that stuff. I forgot to mention the introduction of a webcam that you could get, which is called the Seeker. Weird name, but that's what it is. The Seeker itself is a high quality, high resolution webcam that allows the user to capture webcam footage at 60 FPS and up to 4K, which ironically enough, the monitor is also 4K, even though it's literally the size of my monitor, but it's because of the technology that Megasoft has worked with, because of the fact that Project Monarch itself, which later turned out to be the name for the computer, what they did was they partnered up with numerous different companies ranging from Australia-based Aussie Tech. There's Japan-based Kurogane. Kurogane Systems, which, by the way, that name means black steel, Kurogane. And believe it or not, there was also a Chinese company, which in Radical Earth, China is actually good. It's good. I'm not saying all Chinese people are bad. It's just, it's just, I don't want to sound like a jerk, but I don't really think that China is all that ideal to live in, given the pollution and stuff over there, but the people themselves are nice. I've seen people, I've met people, but I'm trying not to be insensitive, right? But if I did sound insensitive, I'm deeply sorry if that came out wrong. I am a well-meaning person, but I do not mean to say any rude things to people or about people unless they rightfully deserve it. But in this case, if I did say something bad, then I apologize. But what I was trying to say is, there's a Chinese tech company which is called Tekka, and their job was actually to create the 4K technology that you would see in the monitor, and that would actually be used for the webcam to make it capture such high quality. Now, then we have, well, not the computer itself, actually. It is a bundled up modem. Not modem, personal networking adapter. Or not, personal networking router. There we go. Yeah, you heard me right. A personal networking router. So, the backstory behind that goes all the way back to the Triumph, which was a horizontal facing computer, meaning it had to be placed horizontally. The reason being is so that way it could, I don't know. It was just something cool that Megasoft thought of. Like, you could still set it up vertically, but they prefer it to be placed horizontally. And the reason being is because it would eliminate a lot of clutter on someone's desk. Which is pretty cool. Oh, right. By the way, earlier I was talking about how the Triumph was later bundled with the Next 3. That's because of the fact that these newer bundles actually had updated internals inside the Triumph itself to be able to handle Next 3. However, the Triumph and Triumph 2, as it would be called, they ain't got nothing on the Monarch, and they certainly wouldn't be able to handle the Next Live. Which, by the way, that's not a reference to Xbox Live, it's keeping in theme with the Next OS name, but the Live is referring to the fact that it feels alive, basically, because, you know, you're always connected to the world. And then the Archway was born. When the Triumph itself was made, that was whenever the first iteration of the Archway was made. The Archway is a device made by Megasoft to be a sort of, if I had to put it in a simple way, it'd be like getting a Wi-Fi router, but not having to contact a service provider. Instead, it relies solely on your NextNet account, which is an online network service that consumers would have to sign up for in order to use most features. It was easy to set up, it was free. But the Archway 2, which was released into the later part of the Triumph life, just like Next 3, it improved upon that by having increased strength. But then we had the Archway 3, which is bundled with the new Monarch computer. The Archway 3, basically it is the best Archway yet, and it also has room for the, I already forgot. It's an add-on for the Archway 3. Let me pull it up real quick. Oh, right. So there's actually two names for this add-on. There's Party Link or Multi-Wave. Multi-Wave is a wireless configuration, but it still serves the same purpose as the Party Link. But the Party Link is the wired option for this add-on. But basically what it is it's basically Megasoft's answer to, what if someone wants to have a LAN party, you know, playing games together with their buddies in a large enough room that could accommodate all the space, but you don't want to have to worry about clogging up your home's personal, or, you know, not personal, home's Wi-Fi stuff. Well, with the Archway 3 and either one of those add-ons, you could very well do that without having to worry about clogging it up. This is because of the fact that because the Archway itself is a personalized router for a customer, what's cool is whenever the add-on is plugged in, it automatically detects if the user has a registered NextNet account, and by default the add-on will be enabled. And what that means is that say for example you have a few friends over and you want to play online with each other, but you want to be in the same room, you know, doing a LAN party as you would. What it does is it gives the same strength of network power to each individual computer other than the actual host, which is pretty cool. So Party Link means that people who come over will have to buy a Party Link cable. I'm kidding. It's just called the Archway Link cable, but at least in Radical Earth terms, it's literally like $5. $5 for a cable that, if I had to measure, it would reach from one end of this desk all the way to the other, which is more than enough space to reach over to the Party Link add-on. But then what you do is you plug it into that, and that's it. Now the multi-wave gets its name because it's sort of like emitting a network wave, I guess. It's not as efficient as the Party Link unless you're all like huddled together. But if you're like further away from each other, then the signal will decrease, except for the actual host. So Megasoft does recommend having the Party Link instead of the multi-wave. It's not that the multi-wave is bad, it's just it does have its own caveats, but the Party Link, it does require the users of their own computers to be in the same room and at the same table as the host, but that's fine. Now then, I haven't even gotten to the fun part of the new Monarch computer, haven't I? So for one, I also forgot to mention that there's going to be NextVR. Yes, there's going to be virtual reality for NextOS. And there's also going to be a gaming controller called the Paladin. Now the Paladin itself, it was called that because, well, the designers of the controller just thought it sounded cool. Plus, one of the people in the development team for that controller happened to play a lot of Phantasaria, which is an online fantasy role-playing game. And his favorite class in that just so happened to be Paladin. And so when they were coming up with the name, it just so happened that guy was playing Phantasaria in his free time because they were basically done. They just had to name the controller. And someone saw him playing, and they'd never seen Phantasaria before, so they were like, "Yo, what's that game?" And quite literally I think it was the lead developer of this controller, actually. He said, "Oh, this is Phantasauria." And the person seeing it is like, "Wow, that's cool. Is it like one of those role-playing games? What role are you?" And the lead designer said, "Yeah, it's a fantasy role-playing online game. And this is a paladin." And the other team members couldn't help but overhear him say the word paladin. And they took one look at the controller and how rugged it was. They literally did drop tests on it, and it didn't break that much at all because of how durable it is. And it has a sort of aggressive design that suggests that it's not like a kid's toy. It's literally like meant for gaming. And they thought, hey, Paladin sounds like a great idea for a name. And the lead designer heard him say that, the person who suggested that name, and he said, yes. And that's how the Paladin controller got its name. The Paladin controller is sold separately, but that's okay. But something else is that I haven't even gotten to the fun part of the the computer itself. So for one, although there's not, different types of models of the Monarch, there's different styles of the Monarch. For example, I think I might have mentioned my fictional character that I made for this fictitious world. His name being Rex Calvin. Rex being a reference to my first ever persona and what I'm usually called online. Calvin was just a sort of nod to Calvin Klein from Back to the Future, how in the first movie Lorraine kept calling him Calvin Klein because of the underwear he was wearing, and how she thought, oh, that must be your name, right? But eventually she did understand that his name was Marty. But, so that's Rex Calvin. But, the backstory for him is that, well, at least for this, the second that pre-orders go live for the Monarch, he pre-orders the Retro Edition. Which, you might think, Retro Edition? If you aren't aware, that's what I mean, the beige color scheme. Of course, it's still going to have some black in it, just to differentiate it. But, basically the, oh my god, tired. Wait, let me see if I could find a good example of this. Modern day beige computer. That's not what I mean. This is basically what I'm talking about. Like, it'll be mostly beige, but it's also going to have a black accent in the middle of the computer, like at the front and in the back. But in the front, that's where it's going to be the disk drive, floppy disk, USB, I don't know what else. And yes, I did say floppy disk. Because, come on, it's the 90s. Or at least 90s inspired. But floppy disks are still a very common thing in Radical Earth. It's not like it's a bygone thing. But basically what I'm getting at is that the Monarch itself won't have different models with different internals. All models of the Monarch are going to have the same internals. They're going to have the same parts and everything. It's just it's going to have a different style to sort of differentiate it from other versions of the Monarch. Like, for example, you might want a blue one or a red one or a silver one or a black one. Or maybe one with like a sort of pearlescent finish or something like that. But then there's the retro edition, which is meant to look like a beige computer. However, it's still going to have the black part in the middle and in the back, like I said earlier. But the other thing about the Monarch, I almost said monitor, is the introduction of the Construct series of body panels for Monarch computers made by Megasoft and their partners. The purpose behind these is that it gives people more flexibility in how they want their Monarch to look. So it's not just a simple box. You could make it look really cool with extra ventilation slits on the side, or you could even get a transparent one that gives a glass window that looks into your computer's internals, and it'll have a RGB to give it that extra flare of neon. It's pretty cool, and I'm really glad that this is just adding more to this world that I made up in my head. Not a psychotic dream. It's more like a what if, as in, what if modern day mixed with retro, but it was also sort of in the future in some ways, as in, well, the technology, but in terms of actual timeline, it's still taking place in the present, like right now in the present. But that's basically my gist of what Radical Earth is and what Radical Rewind is really all about, other than just the streams. And I have to say, I'm really proud of myself for making this, because this has got to be, bar none, my most creative thing I've ever thought of. And I'm damn proud of myself. It's too bad they don't sell these on Amazon. That'd be freaking cool if you could order like a vintage computer like this from Amazon. I'm sure you probably could if you dig deep enough, but computers I see on there are either gaming or older model PC towers. But, and of course there is this Acer I've had my eye on, but might not get it, because why would I need a new computer when I currently have one? I mean, other than the fact that the new computer that I saw recently is going to be Windows 11 compatible. And it's also got better parts, I guess, even though it has the same amount of RAM if you get the top end. It's also got an SSD, which means lightning fast! I spit on my computer! I'm fun at parties, don't worry. But yeah, that is everything I have to talk about from what we played through on Almost Said Broken Reality, Hypnospace. Tomorrow night we will for sure finish, because now I know what I was missing. I didn't look up how to do everything, except for the actual guidance on playing through the story. And some of the stuff I remembered, and some of the stuff I just went off of a whim, like saving Zane at the last second before doing the mine crash. But I will admit, I'm glad I was able to talk more about Radical Earth and what it is and how things work. Except for one thing, I forgot to mention something. Another thing that makes Radical Earth different from our Earth is the fact that there's no such thing as electric cars. Nah, I'm playing. There's still electric vehicles, but there's a third type of vehicle that is actually eco-friendly. And that is what is called an eco-vehicle. I'm not talking about a car made out of grass or something. But basically what an eco-vehicle is it's a full-sized vehicle that people who either aren't quite comfortable with driving yet, or are safety conscious, or just people who want to drive but don't have a driver's license, they can get one of these, and they aren't as expensive as a real automobile, like, at all. But basically, what an eco-vehicle is, other than what I just talked about, is a vehicle that does not take gasoline, nor does it take electricity. Instead, it uses eco-fuel, which is a mixture of water and chemicals that can provide the same consistency and performance as gasoline. And you mix those together with the water to give it the consistency of gasoline, and there's even an extra chemical that doesn't necessarily improve the performance, but it does give it that nice gasoline smell. And together you get eco-fuel. Eco-fuel itself is completely eco-friendly. The emissions from the eco-vehicles themselves is literally just water vapor, but with the actual gasoline smell, nothing else. And of course, eco-fuel performs the same thing as gasoline. It does exactly the same thing. The difference is that since it's not a fossil fuel, it's therefore renewable. As in, because water is always plentiful, you could just make it whenever you want. And yes, you can actually do that in certain stores on a Radical Earth, such as in a Supermart, which is basically Radical Earth's version of Walmart's. You could go to the auto section, and there will be a aisle that'll allow you to get supplies to make your own eco-fuel without having to go to another place. So that's cool. But the eco-fuel, or no, not eco-fuel. The eco-vehicles themselves are mostly based on vehicles from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. For example, and it's a prominent example because it's a vehicle that Rex Calvin owns, you know, my character. Actually, he has owned two versions of this vehicle. And this vehicle is none other than, going back to the search engine, the DeLorean. Is what I would be saying if it wasn't for the fact that it is actually made by a manufacturer that has gotten permission from DeLorean Motor Company to recreate the vehicle and sort of modernize it in certain ways. And the end result is a vehicle that is ironically called, or not ironically, but coincidentally, because of the fact that this vehicle just so happened to be used in Back to the Future, the Paradox. The Paradox itself has the same gull-wing doors, it's got the same headlights, only they're a little bit more modernized because they're LED. Same with the tail lights. However, because eco vehicles use a different type of fuel, they don't have that same loud engine sound. Instead, they sort of hum, but it's not like the same kind of hum from an electric vehicle. It's more like it's got a growl to it. Like, it's like an electric vehicle, but it's mixed with an actual, like, car engine. But it's not loud. It's more like something like that. Like, it's got a sort of, like, electric vibe to it. But basically, the eco fuel just, it works almost like a car with gas. But, yeah, the Paradox, basically, it doesn't look too different from the actual DeLorean. Except for the fact that, for one, these orange lights for the turn signals are now that. So it's like that on both sides. These three white lights are like that. And the rest of the area would be red. Also, these would be at the same spot. It would still have louvers, of course, because you can't have a DeLorean without louvers. But another thing is that there's actually an air intake, and that's because of the fact that, similar to the actual DeLorean and how the engine is in the back, that's where the EV motor is in the Paradox. And these intakes actually are pipes that lead to it that help keep it cool while the vehicle's driving at certain speeds. But there's also a variant of the Paradox called the Time Wave, and as you might guess, it's based on Back to the Future. Complete with the almost same devices. This instead is a horizontal cylinder. This instead looks like it looks sort of like an engine from a car, but instead it just says Time Wave System. And these are a little bit smaller in terms of like height, because now this part right here is removed, so it's like down to that. And they also glow on the inside as well. However, the vehicle also has slightly better performance in terms of speed. However, unlike the car in the movie, it does not time travel. However, the user of a Paradox Time Wave can actually turn on the controls for the lights. And there's actually neon lights that go from the front. So there's this pipe looking thing right here. But for the Paradox Time Wave, it'd be going from here over like that. And whenever the doors are closed, you'll see it as well. It'll go through here. And then that. And then there. So the vehicle will look almost identical to the actual DeLorean time machine, but the reason why it's called a time wave is because, well, I mean, why wouldn't it be? Also, just to mention, Back to the Future is still a thing in Radical Rewind, or Radical Earth. In fact, the people behind the movie gave the company that makes the Zodiac Paradox, well, Zodiac, otherwise known as Zodiac Eco Vehicle Developments, or ZED for short. Wait, no. ZEVD. So ZEVD. Yeah, that's the name. They were given exclusive permission from the people behind the Back to the Future movie. I think it's James Cameron. No, it's Steven Spielberg. I don't know where I got James Cameron from, but that's clearly not correct. But Steven Spielberg actually gave Zodiac... Wait, no. It's called Zodiac Ecomotives instead of Automotives. But it's still technically an automobile, so... they're either referred to as Zodiac Ecomotives or Zodiac Eco Automotives. But anyway, Steven Spielberg gave them exclusive permission to make the Paradox Time Wave. Due to the popularity of the vehicle itself in the movie. And what's really cool is I forgot to mention, but there is a camera that would be right below where the license plate is, which it's still going to be right there. But what'll happen is, because eco vehicles they're sometimes modernized internally in terms of like the actual like interior where the driver is, or it's just an actual modern vehicle. For example, I think I might have talked about this vehicle on stream once, but there's a vehicle made by, I believe the company is called Andretti, and there's a car called the Monaco, which is a modernized version of the Testarossa, essentially. The interior of the vehicle is, of course, modernized to where it has, GPS and all that stuff. That's basically what I mean. So the Zodiac itself will look, or no, not Zodiac, the Paradox itself will look like a DeLorean. Such with the Time Wave. However, both versions will have a rear view camera where if you're backing up, it'll bring up the rear view camera on your touch panel, so you can look at it, and it'll actually beep whenever it detects that there's an obstacle in the way. So it's like something like that. Also, another thing is there will actually be a replica flux capacitor inside the vehicle, which is pretty cool. But something else as well. So the vehicles will have different startup sounds. for the normal Paradox, it's just the normal startup sound that any EV vehicle would have. So it's like it's sort of like a smoother sound. Like it's a smoother version of what a normal gas-powered vehicle would sound like. So it's like instead of a. But for the Paradox Time Wave, it'll have that same sound, but accompanying that would be a like a sort of electricity crackle and a machine powering up. And that's intended to be the sound of the Time Wave device. That's on the back of the vehicle. Now the reason why some things have to be changed for the Time Wave vehicle itself is because of the fact that Steven Spielberg wants the manufacturer of the Time Wave to make sure that people don't mistake it one-to-one as being the DeLorean from the movie. So they had to change some things. Like, these are... Like, this top part is gone. It's this. And this little protrusion right here is also gone because of this being shorter. So it's just these two little flappy things. Another thing, it doesn't have a Mr. Fusion. And this complex looking machine in the back is... It's gone. It's replaced by a... It's still got a machine that does the same thing. Except it doesn't. It's just there for style. And it does also have sound effects that come from it if you turn them on. This has to be whenever the vehicle is stationary. But, what happens is that, not what happens, but, think of it like this. So, you ever seen, like, a, also that looks cool. So, this is basically what I mean. So, the actual Time Wave device, it'll look sort of like how a modern day engine would look, sort of smooth at some points. It'll have some glowing tubes coming out of it. Oh, speaking of Lamborghini, actually, oh, that looks cool. This was announced today. Yeah, we're getting a new Countach. Unhappy. Even though I wasn't even born in the 80s, but, that's cool though, like, seriously. Like, the fact that Lamborghini is bringing back this car is, but anyway, what I'm trying to say though is, the Time Wave device is just for show, really. It looks sort of like how a smooth looking engine would look, only it's wider than that, and it's not an actual engine per se, because the EV motor for the Paradox is still in the same area that the standard one would have, but the Time Wave device that you would see on the actual car is it's a decoration basically, but it's a fancy decoration that actually has functionality. It's not just there as additional weight. Although it is additional weight, but because of the vehicle being a modified version of the original Paradox, it can perform just as well, if not better. Also, yeah, to anyone who plays GTA Online like I do, they actually added that. The front spoiler was there with the car. I mean, it didn't come with the car, but you could put it on there. But, yeah. Anyway, that's enough lollygagging and talking about things and all this stuff about my fictional world that I made up. I think it's finally time for me to end this stream and get ready for bed, because my god, I am fucking tired. But in a good way, because I worked hard. I'm also tired from talking, like, a lot. But, I do that all the time. Anyway, as I said earlier, I hope you have enjoyed this. If you did, then, do the things, I guess. Good night.